Welcome back on Dino. Today I want to propose you the unboxing and review about the 15th number of the series about the Warhammer Conquest for the Warhammer 40k, released in combination of the Hachette and the Games Workshop. I am quite late with this one because that's been released late, so simply it is being released in the Saturday of the last week, and the time that I recovered it, prepared the video and so on, it has been now that I released it, so it's a week later than the release. Anyway, I want to remind you that to find this one you can order it, so it's not a problem. You can go to the part that you can buy the journals and so on and order it, so there should not be problems to gain this one. And I taken this one because I like the models that are inside, so there is this character and it's quite cheap if you think about buying it like it is, because it's always the same, easy to build from the GW stores usually. So I suggest you to take note about this if you are going to play the Death Guard units, or eventually if you are interested instead to modify it or so on. So this is quite interesting as model to take note. One thing that I don't like is that they come back to the cheap packaging. It's that they don't have here the paper to take more solid this one. At least they protected the miniatures and so on inside, so they seem that they take the budget really quite stable to not make it too many expenses. Anyway, it's something that at least it's not so bad protected. The problem is that you can find the paper here, the booklet, a bit ruined eventually, so pay attention which one you are able to gain as one. So we can open now this and see the contents. Here we can find the miniature itself with the dice that are quite protected, are better protected the dice than the miniature, and the base. We can find that the details are really quite amazing for this model, really quite nice. I really like a lot, simply really nice. And soon we'll see also how to modify it eventually, so we can take this apart and see the contents inside the booklet. The image that we can find is the same as the model that it's included, so we can see yet how it will be. Here we can find the contents inside this booklet. Here we can find the background about the model that we have, so the Biologus Putrifier, and a lot of informations. This is instead the informations about the Horus Heresy, and this is the base of the Warhammer 40k background, and it's 30k background at the end, and it's really quite interesting. There are a lot of books, a lot of things that you can then take to read to make it deeper your knowledge about the Horus Heresy, but simply it's something that it's worth to read, so it's really quite amazing. Here we have asset to Ajax, so it's a sort of background that we can make, and it's really not bad at all. And we can find a lot of information. Here we have the part about the miniature, so how it is, how it has the final work, and now how to build. So we can find that we have that it's quite easy to monetize the way of the arms and the head, and eventually also this type of wings. They can be modified or monetized, so it can be really quite interesting in that way, so quite good. And then we have the painting, so we can find that it's really quite easily painted, and we have with simple passages having at the end a really characteristic model. So I think that it's really quite amazing in such a way. If you go to see at the end here, it's a model that make a really great sight on the field, so quite interesting. Here we have the part about the rules that we add, so we can continue to see, and we can find the different rules of the models that are available, so we have quite a lot of interesting options. Here we have this that can be also used as a nice imaging. See here, we can use also like background for the images, so really quite nice. Here we have the weapons, so the different rules for the different weapons, so how they work, and it's something that it will be quite useful with the different profiles and so on. Here we have a battle plan to use, so you can apply the previous rules to this one. I like a lot for the ones that want to start step by step. These step by step rules can be really quite interesting. And then we have another bit of the background. Here, as usual, we have this image that it's the base for the Warhammer Conquest. They can be said to be a sort of poster and the image that it represents this Warhammer Conquest opera. And here we have a final image that makes see what it will be released next time. The next releases are really quite interesting, and if you think they are not complete, because this one is complete and not completed, and it's about the shiny elements, and it's quite solid one, so it's not bad. But these ones, you can think that it's not quite a lot consistent, but remember that you can order more than one of these issues, and it means that you can gain 3 of these, 6 of these, 6 of these, so it means that you have a squad of these, a squad of these, and a squad of these. Obviously it's not quite cheap, because it's 30 euros about, but it can be really quite interesting to have 3 units available, so eventually think about using such option, because it can be really quite interesting. So what to say about this issue? I think that it's really quite interesting. I think that for the ones that want to start to play, it's one of the main ones, because it has the rules about the weapons, the long range weapons, so it's quite interesting. And about the background, it introduces anyway the Horus Heresy, that it's one of the key points about Warhammer 40k. And about the Minotaur I liked, so I bought it because I liked the Minotaur simply. And this opera, I want to remember you that if you are interested about a lot of such releasing, think really about making a subscription, because you are not sure that you can find outside. So pay attention, because there is such problem, and myself will have problems, and I see that I'll have problems in gaining them. So eventually think about such things, because they can change your approach to such opera itself. Anyway, it's a good opera. The Minotaurs are the official ones, they are done really great, so no problem at all in that way. So, from Dino Mode, it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video, or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again. To the next time.